What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, here on the World of Juice channel. I haven't done that intro in a while. I kind of messed it up a little bit. But anyway, we are back with another video, and this time it's MLB The Show 19. Now, MLB The Show 20 is coming out in March. I will have that when it comes out. I'm going to pre-order it here pretty soon, and I might actually have I pre-ordered. I don't remember if I pre-ordered or not. I don't think I have. But anyway, that's not the point. I'm gonna have it by the time it comes out. So hopefully I can bring that to you guys on the channel. I don't know if you guys would be excited for that. I know I've had MLB on the channel in the past, but it didn't really go over that well. But I wanna this year. I don't know, something's hit me, and I wanna get into baseball like I used to be. Like back in the day, before I even did YouTube, back in like when I was playing 2004 MLB game and '05, even before the show came out. Like I was all into baseball. I played that every single day, all the time. And for some reason, the past couple of years, every time an MLB game has come out, I've gotten super excited for it. I played it the first like week, and then it's just for some reason, I just fell out of love with it, and I never pick it up again for the duration of the game's life. And it's not because I don't like baseball. I love baseball. I'm a big Reds fan. I watch tons of games. I listen to it on the radio sometimes because listening to baseball games on the radio just hits differently, man. I love listening to baseball games on the radio, and but for some reason the MLB games just haven't connected with me like they used to. So hopefully this year's a different thing. Maybe it'll be different because I'll actually have to make videos on it for YouTube and for the channel. So maybe that'll be the force that makes me change my mind about whether I wanna drop the game or not. Or I'll play it for a week, put up a couple videos, and then I'll drop it again. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? But I wanted to bring a little bit of MLB The Show 19 to the channel right before MLB The Show 20 comes out, because I wanted to whet your guys' palate for baseball so that you guys aren't like shocked when I do a baseball video. When I do a baseball video for Madden 20. So we are going to be... Who are we going to be? Should we be the Reds just for this series? Because I don't know who I'm going to be in MLB The Show 20. I'm probably going to be like a bad team and then try and build them up or something. Maybe I should just be a good team here so we can see if we can win the World Series in year number 1. Because this isn't going to be a very long series since it's MLB The Show 19. I'm only going to play it till either we win the World Series or MLB The Show 20 comes out. So hopefully we win the World Series by then, but who knows? So I probably should pick a team that's really good and already built to win the World Series. So probably either the Astros or the Yankees or the Dodgers are probably the best option. Maybe the Red Sox. I do like playing at the Big Green, or the Green Monster. I do like playing at that stadium, but something about Yankee Stadium I don't really like the Astros Stadium. It kind of upsets me a little bit. I don't know why. And Dodger Stadium is just too big. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch tiger by stove, pick. Okay, we're gonna be Boston. That was a lot of effort for not very much result, but we are gonna be Boston. We are gonna have Fantasy Draft Off, Legends. Ooh, I forgot about Legends. That could be another one. My Legends Chicago Bears series is my most popular series of my channel's history. So maybe if I do a Legends baseball draft, then people will love it. That could be big. I think I'm going to do that. That's another option. Okay. I'm getting too many ideas, and MLB Show 20 hasn't even come out yet. So let's get rid of all this. Let's go, continue, advance, whatever it takes, manage, and let's go. Actually, no. I'll put this on auto manage. Advance. Let's start in the regular season so we can get straight off the bat. We're not going to play a game in this episode. We are just going to look over the team and kind of get familiar with the roster, see if there's any trades you want to make, any lineup changes we want to make. And then in the next episode, we will play the moments of the first game, and then we will simulate pretty deep into the season. Let's check the schedule out. We'll play the opening day against Seattle. We'll play the moments of that, which is view organization games, play game. Yes. Yeah, we'll quick manage that, is what I was trying to say. We will quick manage that game, and then we will simulate. That's the wrong thing. We'll probably sim to maybe May or June. Probably maybe June, because that's around the baseball draft, and then we'll see where the team stands in the rankings and the standings, and see what the record is. See how all the players are doing. See if we want to make any trades before the trade deadline on July 31st. But before that, we'll play the All-Star Weekend stuff. We'll do the Home Run Derby, do the maybe not the Futures game, but we'll play the All-Star game and stuff like that. So, and then we'll keep simming. So it'll be kind of like the NCAA, the NCAA 2K series that we got going on the channel right now, where we play a game a month and then simulate the rest of the month. Play one game in that month, simulate the rest of it. Kind of like that kind of thing, but for baseball. So it's going to take a little longer because there's more months and there's a lot more games. But that's basically the rundown, and that's how it's gonna work in MLB Show 20, with either my rebuild series with a team that's bad and I try to build them up good. That's how that's gonna work, and then with the Legends as well. That's how the Legends draft series is gonna work too. So just to let you guys know how the series is gonna work on MLB Show 20. So this one is basically like a test run to see how it actually works, see if it's a good format for getting the amount of production done in an episode, and also getting the results that you want to see, like getting victories and having the players progress in their careers, getting the right stats, like getting good stats and stuff. So it's basically just a test run series just to see how everything's going to work for MLB Show 20. So I hope you guys do enjoy, and make sure to smash that like button. But let's get into actual Red Sox stuff. Let's see what we got here. We got Mookie Betts, obviously the number one player on this team, 97 overall with A potential, 26 years old. There are rumors. Now, by the time this video goes up, he may already be traded, but there are rumors that I've heard. I haven't really been following, but I just seen it like on the ticker of SportsCenter or something, like the bottom ticker, that the Dodgers and the Red Sox are in deep trade talks for Mookie Betts. So by the time this video goes up, he may already be traded, but he may not be. But he's probably gonna be, because I don't think they can get a deal done with him other than a 1-year deal, because he wants that big money. He wants that straight cash, homie. And then we got Chris Sale, starting pitcher, 30 years old, 96 overall, A potential. But for 30 plus overall, or 30 plus age, A potential really doesn't matter. He's probably going to start regressing pretty soon. As for JD Martinez as well, 89 overall, 31 years old, A potential. These are our three best guys, but Mookie Betts is really the only one who we're going to focus on. Like, he's going to be our main piece of the puzzle, the main piece that we build around. And then we got David Price, another starting pitcher who is 30 plus. He's 33 to be exact, 86 overall, B potential. He's got no more options left, so we can't send him down. Matt Barnes as a relief pitcher, he's 85 overall. Andrew Benintendi, 24 years old, 84 potential. He's definitely another piece that we could either trade because of his potential and his age, or we could build around in that outfield. We could have a very, very young, very good outfield if we continue to grow him. Xander Bogaerts, strong safety. Oh man, I've been playing too much football. Shortstop, 26 years old, 83 overall, and A potential as well. He could definitely be another piece, another young piece. Now, Dustin Pedroia is an interesting one. He's 35 years old, 83 overall with B potential, but that potential really does not matter for Dustin Pedroia because he is falling off the cliff At least in real life, he's falling off the cliff. I think he's going to retire. I don't know if it's confirmed yet or not, if he has retired or not, but he's very close to retiring because he just suffered another setback with his knee injuries, and he's just not the same player. He's very broken down, very injury prone with those knees. So we might have to move on from Dustin Pedroia. I know he's a Red Sox legend, and the people of Boston love him, but he's not up to par with what we got going on here in Boston. Then we got Steven Pearce, who we're definitely not going to keep. He's 35 years old, 79 overall, and he's our first baseman. So we are definitely looking to move on from Steve Pearce. Rick Porcello, probably another guy we're going to move on from, 30 years old, 79 overall, starting pitcher. He's the third starting pitcher on the team, or in the rotation at least. Then we have, what's this guy's name? Eduardo, that's what I thought it was. Eduardo Rodriguez. 25 years old, 79 overall, definitely has the chance to grow to at least maybe an 83, 84 with a B potential, maybe 85 at the highest with that B potential. He's the fourth starting pitcher in the rotation. Then Jackie Bradley Jr., probably a guy that I'd look to trade if I was doing a very deep, in-depth career with the Red Sox. I would definitely look to trade Jackie maybe at the trade deadline in the first season or in the off season of season number 1. But in this little mini-series thing, I probably won't trade him unless I get like a crazy good offer for him. Next, our closing pitcher is a 31-year-old, 76 overall Ryan Brazier. He's decent for right now. I mean, 76 is probably not where you want to be for a closing pitcher, but he's good enough for right now. I don't know if we can get another closing pitcher that's better than that. Maybe free agency has... Oh, they got Craig Kimbrell. Okay. I didn't know Craig Kimbrell was in free agency. So that is definitely a good option to be our backup, or not our backup, our starting closing pitcher. But that's something to think about. Nathan Eovaldi, former Yankee, 29 overall, 76 overall. Why do I keep doing that? 29 years old, 76 overall. Our fifth, I think he's our fifth starting pitcher in the rotation. Then we got Tyler Thornburg, another relief pitcher, 30 years old, 76 overall. And then Jenry Mejia, Sandy Leon, Carson Smith, Brandon Workman, and Rafael Devers. Rafael Devers is an interesting one. He's 22 years old, 72 overall, and A potential. He is a very enticing, very promising young prospect coming up in this Red Sox organization that either, if I was doing a deep, in-depth career with the Red Sox, I would definitely keep this guy and grow him to be our starting third baseman for the future, for the next 10 years. He's got that kind of potential. But in this series, in this little mini-series, I might trade him because we could, with that A potential at 72 overall and only 22 years old, we could definitely bring in a very good piece to a World Series win-now kind of team that we are. So we might move on from Rafael Devers, at least in this series. Eduardo Nunez, Stephen Wright, a bunch of other people that don't really matter. Brock Holt. I love me some Brock Holt. He is like the definition of a five-tool player right here. He can play everywhere, literally everywhere. What's his player card say? He starts at second base is his primary position. Then he's got first, third, shortstop, left, center, and right. So he can basically play everywhere but catcher and pitcher. Brock Holt is like he's like the I don't even know what you would call it, but he's the everyday player. Then we got some people down here that don't really matter. Our top 50 prospect, Michael Chavis. I think that's how you say it, Chavis or Chavis. I'm not really sure. He's 23 years old, 66 overall, a potential second baseman. He's got some potential to be traded for another piece. Definitely in a series like this, a little mini series, the prospects don't matter as much, which I hate to say because I'm one of those guys that values prospects, especially in MLB games. So it kind of hurts me to say that, but with only having one top 50 prospect in the minors, it kind of cuts us a little bit short. But using some of these guys with potential, like this guy, Durbin Feltman, 21 years old, 66 overall, but he has that B potential right there. So if we package him with Michael Chavis and maybe this guy as Erasmo Ramirez with that B potential, we could bring in potentially a piece that could contribute right away for a World Series team Like he could be a big contributor on a World Series potential team like this Red Sox team is, because we want to win now, especially in a series like this. We want to win now. We can't focus on the future. We can't wait around for these guys to develop into the prospects, the good players that they probably will become. That's why I'm thinking about moving on from where's he at? Where did he go? Where did he go? Did I go too far down? There he is, Rafael Devers. That's why I'm thinking about moving on from him, because he's 22 years old, already a 72 overall, and that A potential. He could definitely be packaged with another guy, maybe of an A potential, or maybe this Christian Vasquez guy with a B potential. He could definitely be packaged to bring in somebody that can contribute on a World Series winning team. So that's kind of my thoughts on what the roster's looking like right now. We can go into free agency and check out, see if there's anybody that can help us in season number 1. Probably the only guy that could help us would be Craig Kimbrell. He's got a tongue twister type of name. We can't afford that contract because we got negative money. So we can't bring in Craig Kimbrell unless we trade some people and bring in some money, which is very upsetting. Why is the budget negative already? Who are we paying? Oh, player salaries is crazy. So we got to dump some contract. Probably JD Martinez, right? We got to dump JD's contract. Maybe Rick Porcello. Rick Porcello is making $20 million this season. And so is Nathan. Well, Nathan Eovaldi is making 17 over 4. That is outrageous. We got to get rid of Nathan Eovaldi. So there's a lot of things that need to be done in episode number 2, but I don't really want to get too in-depth with making trades and doing that kind of stuff in episode number 1, since this is just a walkthrough kind of introduction to this little mini-series that I want to do. We could take a look quickly at the top 50 prospects. Fernando Tatis Jr. from the Padres, the shortstop, 20 years old, A potential, obviously, is the best prospect in the minors right now. He's in the majors at the moment, but he is a fantastic player. I watched him last season, and he was fantastic. I don't know what this kid can do wrong, but he can't do anything wrong, really. And then Vlad Jr., the son, obviously, of Vladimir Guerrero Sr. He was one of my favorite players growing up. I loved watching Vlad dip down underneath the box, like the hit box, and right underneath the strike zone, pick those balls like he was golfing, hit those balls off the ground, basically, and take him out of the park for home runs. He was one of my favorite players, and so I want to see his son do really well in the MLB, so hopefully he does. He's on the Blue Jays at the moment. Eloy Jimenez is the third-ranked prospect. Pete Alonso, who dominated last season, had one of the best rookie seasons I've ever seen in my life with all those home runs he hit. And I think did he win the home run derby? I can't remember if he was even in the home run derby, but he definitely felt like it with I think he had 40 home runs or something. He set the rookie record, I'm pretty sure. Then we got Kyle Wright, Bo Bichette, I forget how to say his name. Brendan Rodgers, Nick Senzel from my favorite team, the Reds. Dylan Cease, Luis Arias, Christian Pash, Casey Mize, Royce Lewis, Nick Madrigal, who's very good. Chris Paddock, Mitch Keller, J.D. Bukakis, Nico Horner, Austin Riley, Colton Welker, Franklin Perez, Forrest Whitley, Mackenzie Gore, Joey Bart, Michael Chavis, one of our players. He's 25. Keston Hiru, Taylor Trammell. I love Taylor Trammell, man. He is a beast. Cabrian Hayes, Brent Honeywell, Griffin Canning, Brady Singer, Brendan McKay, Jazz Chisholm, Blake Trahan, another good Reds prospect, Jahmai Jones, Sixto Sanchez. I love that name, man. Sixto. That's a great name. Tristan McKenzie, Matt Manning, Chance Adams, Dustin May, who sounds like a golfer, Adrian Morjon, Logan Allen, Luis Garcia, Sean Murphy, Jared Kalenic, Julio Pablo Martinez. What a name, bro. Yordan Alvarez, Jonathan India, one of my favorite prospects in this whole game. I love Jonathan India. Adonis Medina, another good pitcher. Justin Dunn is number 50. But that is the top 50 prospects. They're all very, very good and definitely worth a trade. But I don't think we'd be able to get them. Let's check out some contracts. Coaches' contracts. Our coach at the moment is Alex Cora, but obviously not in real life because of the cheating scandal, so he got fired. I forget who they said they hired. I don't remember. Have they announced who they hired yet? I'm sure they have. I just haven't paid attention to it, really. but we're not going to make a coaching change in this little mini series. Pending transactions, nothing on the waiver wire. Scouting, we could set up scouting, although we got it on auto, so they can just bring in whoever they want, scout whoever they want. I don't really care. Pitching rotation, we don't really need to make any changes at the pitching rotation. It's good enough for right now until we decide to make a trade if we do. The lineup is the same. We can check that out really quick. It looks good. Not anything mad about it, except for that Steven Pierce first base thing. He's not going to be there very long, probably. I might have to put him on the trade block even, see if anybody goes for. That's actually a good idea. Before I forget, I'm going to put him on the trade block. Can I not put him on the trade block? Can I not put anybody? How do I put people on the trade block? I forget how to put people on the trade block. I'll have to figure it out some other time, unless you guys can tell me. But I think I've covered everything in this little opening introduction video. I know I may have talked a little fast, but I was just trying to make sure I got everything in and make sure I didn't forget anything. I didn't want to leave you guys out on any of the details. But like I said, this is just a little mini series kind of test run to see how the simulation aspect works. See if I can get the right results that I need for MLB The Show 20. So this is kind of like a tester. And I said at the very beginning that the series is only going to go until either we win the World Series or MLB The Show comes out. MLB The Show 20 comes out in like March, early March, I think. So we got a limited amount of time, probably about a month of this series. So hopefully I can get a couple videos pumped out and we can win the World Series. So that might actually push the simulating up even further, just to make sure that I can get through it. Because I want to finish it. I don't want to like leave you guys hanging. Like if we get to like August and it's already March in real life and MLB The Show has already come out, so I don't want to keep playing MLB The Show 19 when MLB The Show 20 is out. I want to give you guys MLB The Show 20 content. I don't want to give you guys last year's content. So hopefully we can get it done. I might have to push up the simulating a little further, extend it a little bit, but that should be fine. You guys should be able to be fine with that. That's not really a big deal. But if you guys are hyped for a little mini series of MLB Show 19 before 20 comes out, make sure to hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. It only takes a few seconds to hit that, and it really does help me out. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!